Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Boy, it's beautiful out. The sun is out. Spring is in the air. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show, folks. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but it's mostly dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show every day, Monday through Friday. Now, you're watching it on 5 or 6 different social media outlets at the same time. Don't forget, we're watching it probably right now on the Mo Carrara Facebook page or the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page. We're also on Ocean's Pit Facebook page. We're also on LinkedIn, Twitter, now it's X, and YouTube Facebook page, YouTube social media outlets. So there's a bunch of ways to watch the show, whether you're watching it here at lunch with us or you're taking the time to watch it anytime. You can always see the old shows. Anyway, we're on Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, that's I said, lunchtime fun. And today is Friday, the 23rd of February. Thank God it's Friday. I hope you guys are excited about that. A lot of good things to talk about, folks. But before we do that, it's showtime. So you know what that means. Let's go. Yeah, great intro by Dino Manzella from Seventh Heaven. How you guys doing? It's Ocean's Pit. We got a great show for you today. A great show to end the week, folks. And you know we have guests on, and as much as Monday we can, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Of course, every Thursday, my lovely wife Laura Ocean is my co-host, and every Tuesday, don't not forget my good friend Carol Brandolino on Twisted Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, she's my co-host, folks. The great Carol Brandolino from Brandolino Encore Music in Shorewood, Illinois. Today's guests, we got two great ladies, folks, and they run a company called 1126. It's a performing agency company. It's a booking agency company. They also book the entertainment for the Matrix Megs Lounge in Naperville. 1126. We have my good friend Susie and Tracy. And they're going to be on in a couple minutes, folks. I'm excited about that. They got a lot of good stuff happening in the Chicagoland area, and they do a lot of great stuff. So let's go right to our sponsors, folks. Let's not forget our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and now in Mesa, Arizona. Carhartt sale for clothes, folks. Yeah, all 20% off all Carhartt clothes, folks. That's right. Ace Base pleated furnace filters. Buy 3, get 1 free. That's good till February 29th. And don't forget, folks, they program car cut keys, dealership quality car cut keys, up to 50% less savings, better than the actual dealership. And the groundhog has spoken. And there's going to be an early spring, so JRC Hardware Ace stores are stocked up with all your spring lawn and garden needs. Also, folks, tell them to grill your Ace off and get yourself a great grill from Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Ace has been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace Hardware, folks. And let's get right. I want to thank everybody that showed up last night to Positanos in Oak Brook Terrace. Great job. Frank and Bill do an incredible job there. And their staff, everybody. I want to thank the great Jerry Jams Renda. We also want to thank the great Lisa P. For joining us. Great seeing Kim Peterson LaFew there last night as well. A lot of good things. Now, tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg, along with the great Daryl Armenstad, the professor. Tomorrow, sold out Rat Pack show. I mean, overly sold out. Pier 290, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Ocean's Rat Pack is sold out for tomorrow night. I'm excited about that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Sunday, we're back by Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. At a 3:30 Rat Pack show, Ocean's Rat Pack show. So it'll be a lot of fun there on Sundays. This Sunday coming up. Boy, I'm telling you, there's so much great stuff going on, and we're just trying to keep everything moving, man. I tell you, let's get to another quick sponsor. We got Tracy and Susie and Tracy coming on, real folks. Before that, let's do it. Public relations. Every company, every artist needs a public relations. A publicist, as we say. You want to get your company out on in radio, television, newspaper, magazines. Bernie DeMayo. That's right, Bernie DeMayo Partners. Experience, creative, and smart. Give Bernie a call at 312-217-5658. Bernie's been my publicist for many years, and he can take your company and bring it to the next level. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home, there's only one way to go, folks. That's right, our good friend Mary Grievous. Right here, Mary Grievous, buying or selling your home in the Chicagoland area. Mary Grievous, the perfect real estate professional. Whether you're putting your home on the market or looking for your dream home, come and give her a call today. Available to assist buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, and expired listings. That's Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. M. Grievous at starkre.com, or give Mary a call at 630-688-1725. That's Mary Grievous. Taking care of all our local people, working hard, and that's what it's all about. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. I'm having a great day. I hope you guys are too. It's nice to be getting back out again and enjoying some great stuff. Let's see who's watching today. Let's say hello to a few people on the board. There's Susan, the closer. Jambroni is in the house. Dennis, Lake Geneva. We have Santa Barbara in the house. Iowa, Ohio. Pina is in the house. Richard, how are you doing? Dakota, Las Vegas, Nevada is watching us. Michael Batt, did you like that intro? That intro was great. It was actually done by Dino Manzella from Seventh Heaven. He did an incredible intro. Thank you, Michael, for that. Michael Batt from Golden Eagle Hot Dog Food Trucks is in the house today. Kathy, how you doing? I'm glad George from the Palace Grill is getting that place back up again. I love that place. Albert from the Ron Onesti organization. Santa Barbara is in the house. Are they Trumpers? We're going to, yeah, who's not a, folks, you want to know where, that's it. Dennis?
I will be the greatest president that God
Absolutely, you got it. Robert Provenzano, the general. It's great seeing some new people on here as well. Nina Terry, great seeing you. Mary, welcome. Hey, Ocean's Pit, let's go. We got a lot of things to talk about, and a couple of things that I like to say if we can. Today, actually, you send your sister $100 day. So if it's you got a sister, send her $100. I didn't realize that they have all these. I don't know who comes up with these National Porcupine Day. I don't know where this stuff comes from. I'd like today National Margarita Day for you people that are drinking out there early. Absolutely National Banana Bread Day. So there you go. Great for Mama D's breads. Don't forget, Natalie's really putting that all together. It's good. Today is also National Supermarket Employee Day. So this is very cool. I don't know who comes up with this. Do they get paid to come up with this? I got some good news, though. Steve Mongo McMichael, everybody, a former, of course, Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears, finally got into the Football Hall of Fame. And, of course, he was rushed to the hospital. But it looks like he's defying the logic, and he's going to come home by tomorrow. So God bless. Our prayers go out to Steve Mongo McMichael, formerly of the Chicago Bears, but now in the NFL Hall of Fame, the great Steve McMichael. It's Hallmark Holidays. That's who does it, Mary. Today is National Cigar Day. Well, Rick, I should have known that, right? I should have known that. Absolutely. Pray for my sister. She's going to Mayo Clinic on Monday. Well, Dennis, I pray to your sister up there, and I hope she does well. Thank you. Godspeed to that. A lot of other stuff coming up, folks. We got a great guest coming up. Of course, our good friend Tracy and Susie and Tracy from 1126 Promotions Company. It's going to be good. Let me tell you what we got lined up. Now, next week, Rosario's on the 28th of February, and we'll be at the Village Pub on the 29th in North Riverside with Louis Pipes and Jerry Jams. So we got a lot of out of states. New place we're also opening up called Little Pops, a New York restaurant in Lisle, coming up March 6th. March 9th, Moretti's, Bartlett, Rustic Charm, Oceans Rat Pack Show. That's Saturday, March 9th. Now, that's going to be dinner and show. followed by the Tony Ocean Retro Band. So it's 2 shows for the price of one. $59.99, folks. Get your chicken, dinner, steak, all that good stuff. And then Ocean's Rat Pack plus 1 free glass of wine. And then, of course, Ocean's Rat Pack dinner show. And then, of course, after that, Tony Ocean's Retro Show with Lisa P., Mikey D., Jerry Jams, and John Boom Boom Faso. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then the following night, folks, Sunday, we're talking about The Matrix. Meg's Lounge in Naperville, dinner and show with my good friend Wendy Thompson opening up as Marilyn Monroe. And it's going to be the Oscars night. It's going to be fantastic. Susie and Tracy put this whole thing together. It's going to be great. You're going to see dinner, Rat Pack, a little fun, a little Vegas style, and then you get to see the Oscars and watch the whole show. It's a dinner and show, so I'm excited about that too. A lot of other stuff. We're back in the city with Ocean's Rat Pack on the 20th of March at the Alley, the Carnival. We sold it out last time. We're back there March 20th. Excited about that. And I'm happy to be going back to Moretti's in Edison Park on the 23rd of March, a solo Tony Ocean show. But next week, folks, next Friday, we'll be in Ashland, Nebraska at the Round the Bend Steakhouse with Ocean's Rat Pack. And then Saturday, March 2nd, we will be at the Fox Theater in North Platte, Nebraska. A lot of good stuff coming up. And last but not least, folks, Chicago Hitmen, Nick Sahaj's new band, and Mojo's Jukebox will be at the Des Plaines Theater May 2nd. That is a Thursday, folks. We're just there opening for Mr. Big. I'm excited with my Mojo's Jukebox band, 70s and 80s rock and roll. It's a great group. We have Gianna, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm just saying it should be, Rick. Okay, so it should be Cigar Day. Okay, great. All right, so without any further ado, that's good. Always have one in the morning. I'm having a good mood today, and I hope you guys are too. 11:26, promotions, entertainment, etc., etc. 2 ladies that are putting this thing together, and Susie is going to tell us how it all started, what it's about. We're going to talk about Matrix in beautiful Naperville. If you have not been to the Matrix in Naperville, I don't know what it used to be. It looked like it might have been an old Kohl's or an old Walmart. I don't know what it is, but it is huge. And they got everything. It's beautiful. You walk in and they got all this beautiful stuff. They have an art gallery. They got the pickleball. I don't know. They got exercising rooms. They got a lot of stuff going. They got 2 theaters, one small one big one. They got an incredible restaurant, great food. And Susie and Tracy books the entertainment there, 11:26. So without any further ado, let's bring up my good friend Susie and Tracy from 11:26. Ladies, how we doing?
Salute.
Salute.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
God bless. Every day is a good day when you got a glass of booze in your hand. Absolutely.
Sorry.
I agree.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
Well, you know what? Thank you guys. I want to thank you guys also because I know you support. Thank you for coming out and supporting the Tony Ocean Show and our good friend Lisa P., of course. But you guys are always going out promoting different groups. You're always seeing other groups. You're bringing other groups in. Not only do you guys book the groups, but you guys actually go out and see these groups, which is very, very important. And thank you for what you do for that. It's just fantastic. But let's start off with Susie. Susie, how did you come up with 11:26?
Thank you so much. So 11:26 is my brother's birthday. He was a great musician. He used to have a band called Brain Freeze, and he got brain cancer and he passed away. So that's his birthday, 11:26. And I wanted to open up a company that was inspired by my brother because my brother always was full of life. And he always said, what if, why not? Have fun, love life. So I said, let's go for it. So I decided to be an inspiration for my brother and others and to open up my own company, which we're also opening up 11:26 in Downers Grove. It's going to be tapas, small plates, crafted cocktails, and the whole venue is inspiration of my brother, and it's named after him. So we're really excited, and the whole team behind us. And it's just crazy. Like I was looking for quite a bit, and my brother's birthday is 11:26. My lucky number's 5, and the address was 5126. We're like, thank you, Steve. So I'm just can't wait. And it's
that's kind of fate. A quote that your brother always said: "Life is too short." And it's very important. And I say that all the time. You guys take advantage of what you can. Everybody say, I'll do that when I retire. I'll do that next year. No, today or whenever you can.
Today.
Because tomorrow is not promised to anybody. Susie, where were you
Yeah.
born, hon?
So I was born in Addison. I have amazing parents and 4 kids, Alexis, Nico, Marcello, and Mia, and amazing parents that brought us up, and we have a really good family, big family, and just taught us to enjoy life and
And that's
appreciate
so
who
fun.
you have in your life.
Well, how did you get into the music business? Did you get into this kind of thing because of your brother?
So I was in the music. When I was younger, I always loved, I used to be in theater. I used to do theater and shows. I was a gymnast. I always loved being on stage, and I love just being part of that. My brothers used to jam in the garage. Mike and Steve used to jam in the garage with Zeppelin and all that in their bands. So I grew up with listening to that all the time. And my dad was very involved in the park districts of Illinois. He's done wonderful things for our parks and recreation. He was the president of the parks and represented the United States when he went to China. But he's, I think, a lot like my dad in just giving and helping people. So I think that's what kind of inspired me over the years. And I used to model and act when I was a kid, and I just love it. And I love doing what I do, I think. And then with Steve, I thought, how cool, and his band, I said, was called Brain Freeze, and he died of brain cancer. What are the odds of that? So
Yeah. But you know what? Well, you got the drive and you keep the memory going for your brother, and you still got the drive of what you've been doing. Let's go to Tracy. Tracy, what's your title actually with the company 1126?
My title is Operations Manager with
Okay.
1126. So I oversee all the comings and goings and keep in touch with the bands, make sure everything is where it needs to be.
Well, that's very important. Tracy, where were you born, hon?
I was born in Chicago.
City of Chicago. Very cool.
Yeah,
You have a
right,
big-
right over Harlem.
Do you have a big family? Grand in Harlem. That's not far from me because I was in Elmwood Park, right there on Thatcher.
Yeah.
So very cool.
That's where my
you have a-
grandparents live.
Very cool. You have a big family? Big
Not
family?
really. You know Italians, Tone. We don't talk. We don't. I do have a big family. We just don't talk.
My mother always talked. My mother was the one that just wouldn't stop, but when she talked, we talked about this yesterday. When she talked, it was just loud. So even if she asked you to go, can you just take out the garbage, or can you give me a fork? It would be like, and because in Italian, she still doesn't speak very good English, so she still has the broken
We're
English.
screamers.
Yeah,
We are
we can help
screamers.
that, and we
Yeah.
talk with our hands. That's it.
Yeah.
So 1126, but then you guys are booking a couple different rooms, I know, and a couple different artists that you book. But there is a place called the Matrix that we just talked about, Meg's
Yes.
Lounge in beautiful Naperville, Illinois, which is great. And we're going to have a Rat Pack show coming up there March 10th. The Oscars,
we're
and
excited.
the Rat Pack dinner show. Real fast about the Matrix dinner show. What's the price on that? People have been asking me, Susie, for that dinner show on the 10th.
Of course. So everything just kind of got finalized yesterday. We are going to offer a couple's price and then a singles price. So which it equals the same thing. It's going to be $85 for 4-course meal. The show, everybody gets a glass of champagne to kick off the evening, and red carpet, step and
interviews,
repeat.
step and repeat.
Like we're
And
going
then
to
you guys
pretend like
are
we're in
actually-
Hollywood.
Okay, and then you're actually going to show the Oscars, the premiere of the actual
We are gonna
television
show the Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at 4:30, everyone's gonna come in. We're gonna have red carpet. We'll be interviewing everybody on the carpet, and then we're gonna go to the show with you at 5. And then when the show's done, we're gonna do 7 o'clock. We're gonna do more interviews on the red carpet,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna watch the Oscars because it's on the huge video screen. So yeah, we're excited. It's
Yeah.
gonna be amazing. Can't wait to see you, Rat Pack. It's gonna be
I'm
fabulous.
so excited
It's
for
going to
this.
be fun. Thank you so much for that. Tell us about the Matrix in Naperville, Meg's Lounge, if no one's been there yet.
It's absolutely beautiful. You must check it out. We book the music there during the week on Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. We're also working on international bands. They have another room that is over 2,000 seats. We have a recording studio, which we have a podcast that we do every week. We interview the bands. which is great. We're really excited about that. They also have yoga rooms. They have an art gallery.
Like you said,
Like you
theater,
said, theater. There's another theater.
Oh,
where you
yoga
can-
studio.
Yoga studio.
no sauna yet.
No sauna. A couple
Working on
bars, but
that.
it's
Working on that.
Yeah,
There you
we're
go.
working on that. But it's like Vegas style. I feel
It
like
is.
you're in Vegas, and Madan is the owner, and he has done an amazing job. We love what we do there, and we just love doing the shows there. And everyone who walks in, they don't want to leave. They're like, "Can we just sit here all night?"
Yeah.
It's kind of like, and you've been there, Tony. You know, kind of like where you guys are performing. It has the seating area with dinner tables, candlelight. So it's a fabulous venue, and you have to check us out at the Matrix venue and go to our Facebook and Insta to see all of our up and coming shows, and with the Rat Pack coming on March 10th, which again is at 4:30. And yeah,
And we have a great, I mean, besides the Rat Pack, we have a great month. March
Yes.
is going, we're really, since it's Women's History Month, we are focusing on women-led bands,
Ah, great idea. I know
which
you
is
had.
not as easy as you think.
No, no.
yeah.
You've had a couple of my friends there. I think you had Lulu play there. I think if I'm correct. I think
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
had,
Lily, yeah, she's there.
You had
Yep.
Stephanie and her band up there.
Yeah,
not
last
too
week.
long ago. So I mean, it's fantastic. Now you guys go to a lot of different restaurants and clubs. What makes the Matrix much different, you think, than these other bars or restaurants or clubs that in the Chicago or suburbs area? What's the difference?
I feel, and you might be the same way. You talked about this. Like you don't have to go to the city. You can just go right to Naperville.
Yeah, you feel like you're in the city, but you're not.
Yeah, but you're
Sitting
not.
in traffic for an hour and a half,
When you
number
walk-
one.
Yeah, when you walk in that, yeah, you know, traffic. When you walk in that door, it just kind of sucks you in.
Yeah,
It's a great place, and
the food, the staff.
the food.
What
is
What would you
staff.
call the food? What's the food like? It's I mean,
They classify it as like global fare. So you have everything from a steak to Italian inspiration, Indian inspiration, Spanish inspiration. The chef, Chef Al, is sensational. He's always
so
he's
good.
very innovative, and the food is fabulous. The drinks are fabulous.
The bartenders are, I
Yeah.
mean, they
Oh
make
my
crafted cocktails, and they're so good. And someone like me, I'm celiac, gluten-free for people out there who can't eat anything like me. They have this cauliflower gluten-free flatbread that is like,
Sensational.
oh my God, I eat the whole
Sensational.
thing every time I'm there. I eat it like 3 times a week. So I would say top notch, from the bartenders to the staff to Cheryl's amazing running that place. So yeah, we love being part of it. They're family. So, and we're excited about all that has to
yeah,
come.
it's a beautiful place. I know that. Like you guys have worked a lot. You guys just got back from the NAMM show in California,
it's
LA. I've been there years ago.
Yeah.
What's it like? I mean, for people that might know what the NAMM show is about, it's people showing their new talent. What's
It's
it?
fun.
Things changing.
It's,
What do you
how
like
can we
about
say
it? I remember having a discussion with you guys, and I think Tracy was the one that said the Nashville one might be better. What did you think about the one in California, Los Angeles?
I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first. You go first, and then I'll fill it
I've
in.
never seen more guitars under one roof in my life. It was a lot of, rock, very rock focused, or, metal focused. And my favorite was counting all the men that, have still dyed their hair that beige color and, with long hair. That was my
They still got the bandanas around their neck, and around their arm.
Yeah.
They're
Yep.
still
Yeah.
their motley crew. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
and it's like, okay, you're done. It's okay to be gray. It's okay. But no, I thought it was
neat.
you felt like you walk in and you just feel alive. It was. I was in the beauty industry for years, 27 years, and you walk in and I could being on a rack, a musician, like that's like my skin, you're walking in hair and skin, and it's like a candy store, right? For all the things you love. So
Sure.
it was really interesting for me the first time. It was so interesting to be there.
And what I think was so cool is like you're walking, and all of a sudden there's like Whitesnake. Like, hey, lead singer, right? And you go take a picture with them. And then not only that, all different artists from all different bands were standing there. You can jump up, and if you're a guitarist, you can play guitar with them.
Yeah, it
You
was
meet
really
people,
cool.
the after parties every night. You go to all the hotels,
Yeah.
and there's bands playing all night and it's just never ending. You don't
Yeah.
sleep. It's like Vegas. It's just,
It was
Yeah,
super
it was
it's
really
definitely a
cool.
good music industry place. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. We got Susie and Tracy from 1126, folks. Let's get to another quick sponsor, Armando Supermarkets. Folks, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. And let's not forget Mike and Tracy from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com, folks. Kim Peterson LaFew is watching. Lisa P is watching in the house. So
Lisa!
ladies.
Hi, Lisa. Hi,
incredible
Lisa, what's
job
up?
that they do. Absolutely. We got Susie
We
and
also,
Tracy.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
We also want to shout out to all the other venues we work with too are amazing. Salerno's, we work with Salerno's and McHenry, Viva. We work with Gigi's, which is amazing too. There's Gigi Sports Bar. We're also doing
Ghazi. Yeah,
Ghazi. We're putting some artists there. So thanks to everybody there.
Yeah.
They're fabulous as well to work with. So
Well, let me ask you something. You know what's big right now is this tribute acts. These acts are just huge. There are actually acts that are traveling all over the country, and they're actually making tons of money. Some even more than the original bands that are out there. I mean, I've seen the ABBA one, which was fantastic, and I've seen a lot of other ones. I mean, there's a lot of Journey ones and Stones and Beatles
Yeah.
and Elvis. I mean, there's tribute acts like crazy right now. That's a big market. Jimmy Palucci's watching too, folks. Give him a big round of applause.
hi, Jimmy.
Years away, he's watching. Thank you, Jimmy, guys, for coming out last night. Do you see that the tribute acts are making more of a there's more people supporting the tribute acts than the average?
100%. And a shout out to our bands and solos and duos, and we work with solo duos, trios, full bands. There is so much talent out there. I mean, I cannot wait till we open 1126 to bring all these artists to our home.
Yeah.
That is going to be.
There's not
it's-
enough nights of the week to
They're so
book
good.
the amount of talent that is in
Oh,
Chicago.
it's Tony. Wait till you see. Like, I love when I do Battle of the Bands. That's like my favorite. I used to do that at Arcata all the time, and we would sell it out with 1,000
Well,
seats.
yes, let's speak about. We were just going to talk about that. The great Ron Onesti, my personal friend, was my manager for many years and very family friend. I know Susie, you worked for Ron for many years. What was it like
Years.
working for? How long was it? What's it like working for Mr. Onesti? Some people might know, but he's always been the best. He's a hardest working guy out there, man. He just always bust. He's
Yes.
always on the run, always coming up with new ideas. What did you learn from the Onesti organization?
So I learned a lot. Actually, Ron taught me like the music business when I started years ago. My dad is friends with Ron because my dad used to approve the Italian Fest in Addison, and that's how him and my dad are friends. And then he introduced me to Ron Onesti, and then I worked with him for years, 7, 8 years. And Ron taught me everything in the music. And we work hard. I would go there from 7 in the morning, and I would be in that green room from 7 in the morning till 3 in the morning, doing the meet and greets, VIP, backstage, and we just killing it. We really knocked it out. And I know my husband Vito, he did the whole basement down there with all the lighting, and he made it rock and roll down there. He's so talented and gifted with his artistry. So, I mean, I loved what I did. Ron was great. I can't say we had fun. It was a blast. We had a great team that we worked with. We did lose Tina. I don't know if you remember Tina. She was great. She worked at the Arcata. She was a true friend of ours, and she passed. And we became like family there. And Ron, honestly, I learned a lot from him in the business. I learned from him, and I can't thank him enough for that. And he always just said, "Do what you love," and he would see that. And every day, I never working 13 hours in a night. I didn't care because it was so fun.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? And he is a hard worker, and he's always trying
He is.
developing something new. He comes up with some new ideas. He puts acts and shows together, to make things better for the whole night. He's been the best, and I'm so happy that he's part of our team too as well. Susie and Tracy, 1126. Let's go to Tracy on this one. Tracy, you work with a lot of artists. Is it easier to work with men or female artists when it comes to booking? You don't have to get into details with names, but is it easier to come out to work with men, or is it easier to come out to work with women?
I can't say one way or the other. Again, this is a total career change for me, which thank you. I love you. I've said to Susie since day one, you talk to musicians and they are so soft spoken and they're so patient and they're they talk slow, and we're trying to we're hustling. Come on, let's get this. Okay, yes, they talk so nice. So I can't say one way or the. I can't. We haven't had a diva. We haven't had a prima Madonna at all. Like, no, everybody is. Well, we've had one prima donna, but and that was a man. But I think everybody is. They're grateful. They are passionate about what they do. They're excited to do what they do and get on that stage for 3 hours a night.
And do what they do. Susie, do you come off? I mean, do you feel the same way about that?
I feel the same. You know, when you work with musicians, it's like family. Honestly, I've become so close with so many musicians. Yeah. And working in the national, I work with national bands too. I've worked with everybody in the business. There are times it's a little stressful when you're backstage and they're like, where's my Red Bull or where's this or that? You have to be on point. Like, seriously, I'll never forget. I got to tell this. You're going to laugh about this. I was working with Chaz Palminteri as a personal assistant in Chicago, and I love him. I can't wait to have him back to Chicago.
Yeah, fantastic. Chaz is great with his one-man show. Bronx Tale.
One-man Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was in the city with Chaz. I'll never forget. I had my itinerary out, and every day, he'd come on. I'd say, okay, what are we doing today? And I'd say, 2:00 is this, 3:00 we're going here, 4:00 is here. We're going on NBC. And I'll never forget, we were downtown, and he decided at the last minute he wanted to go for breakfast. So we walk out of the hotel, and Chaz says, okay, I want to go for breakfast. And I knew this breakfast place, but, being in the city, the internet wasn't working. So Chaz and I are standing on the corner. He's like, well, where are we going to go? I'm like, I got this great place where we go here. And it wouldn't show us where to go. So it's like, go left, go right. So him and I are walking through the city trying to find this place. And Chaz looks at me and he goes, you know what, Susie? You're lucky I'm not De Niro. Oh my God.
I heard some stories about him. It's interesting though, when you work with different entertainers and stuff like that. There's so many, and everybody's got a different personality. Some people might know, but since you guys work with band, you know what a writer is. Some people don't know what a writer is, and the writer is something that it's a piece of paper that comes along with the contract saying what the entertainers need. Certain water, certain food, certain, gluten-free this, and bottle of Jack, or whatever the hell it is. But there's something that Van Halen started, and it was something about the green M&Ms. Now, you heard about this. And it's not that they even care for green M&Ms. They do them. And a lot of artists do this purposely. They'll put something outrageous on there just to see if you guys actually read the writer. And
it's funny. It's funny, Tony, you said that because you were on point about that, because I had a writer that wasn't that long ago from a national band, and they put underwear. And I said, we don't buy underwear.
The cops are on your way to your house right now. I hear some
sirens. Come and get us. Tracy, you're in trouble.
Oh, the joys of living on Beach Street in downtown Downers Grove.
Okay, so that's what the writer is. They put some read out, but some really are serious, and some are just put something in there. Because if you look at that contracts and the small print, you have to read all that stuff, and that's what it is. Susie and Tracy from 1126 here. It is Friday, the 23rd of February. A couple birthdays out there. Lou Canella from Channel 2 celebrating a birthday. Tommy Iommi from Black Sabbath turned 76 today. Jim DeAnvil, Neidhart, for all you wrestling fans out there. I love it. Great actor Benicio del Toro turns 57. Justine Bateman, 47. Barry Gibb is 77 years old. The Bee Gees. Love the Bee Gees. Lee Marvin. Kurt Cobain, 57 years old. I know when Kurt Cobain was supposed to be a big,
Yeah, it's a shame.
He was a singer, songwriter, Nevada, big in the grunge business, died, suicide. But when they started comparing him to John Lennon and stuff like that, the guy, I don't know. That's just me. I'm sorry that the way he went, but it was a guy that went. A lot of people follow that guy for 57 years old. How about Cindy Crawford is 58. The great Jay Giles passed away, his birthday. Rihanna, I don't know what she sings. I don't have any clue, but she's 36 years old. Tom Skillet.
know Rihanna.
I have no clue. I don't know. I don't listen. I stopped listening to the radio after 19. When it turned to grunge, That's when I stopped listening to music. Tom Skillington, WGN, says Steve Hashimoto, great entertainer, musician in Chicago. Tommy Waddle from the Bears, I think he was a tight end, celebrating a birthday. Last but not least, my good friend Franny celebrating a birthday. You're watching Ocean's Pit. Susie and Tracy from 1126 Promotions Company. All right, now, Susie, you had something here about working with Dancing with the Stars. What was that all about in American Idol?
Oh my God, it was so fun. So Ron connected me with a gentleman with Dancing with the Stars, and we did all the product placement, and it was fabulous. I flew out there and I got to work on the set. We got to work with all the celebrities, and it was amazing. Like, I think I was more excited. Let's go back to this, to my chair, because my chair had my name on it, and I took a picture. I was like, oh my God, I have my chair, it was fabulous. And the way that they, like 30 seconds, like you're sitting and they change, like they move the whole entire set in 30 seconds. And the celebrities was awesome. Back then, it was, what's his name from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I worked with him.
Oh, Alfonso.
Alfonso, yes. I worked with him. Many of them.
That was a great season with
Karate
him.
Kid. I had Karate Kid. And it was
Ralph
just
Macchio,
working with all
okay,
celebrities, doing the product.
Is there a difference?
It was amazing.
Okay, what about when you did something with American Idol? Similar story with Dancing with the Stars?
So Ron had the American Idols come into the Arcada Theater, and I used to work, I did talent shows for 19 years, and I choreographed the opening for the American Idol. I choreographed our local artists to open up for the American Idols. And so I choreographed the whole set of all our artists, and it was very exciting. And I've met a lot of great people in that as well. And actually, Joshua, who was artist for them, I toured with him and traveled with him. He became Prince's producer, and his fiance or wife at the time, or became Prince's drummer. So I got to also hang with Prince and dance with Prince as well. Really cool.
That is pretty cool. We met. I used to work at a place called Jilly's downtown on Rush Street, folks.
We were talking about that yesterday.
I was there 15 years, every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday in the city, and then I did the one in Lake Geneva every Friday and Saturday. So, and we met a lot of celebrities that came in. One of them that we both met. I met the gentleman, and so did you, Kevin Costner. What was that like?
Oh, he was so sweet, and he was so like tall and big, and I mean, it was so crazy. I just kept looking at him like I'm standing here with Kevin Costner, like I'm having dinner with Kevin Costner, and we ate and talked, and he was just the coolest guy to work with. He has a great band. In fact, we're definitely going to have Kevin out.
Country band, yeah, they're very good.
Him and his daughter too.
Fantastic.
He's a great guy, and he's so sweet, but he is big.
No, he was very cool, very nice, a great actor. I remember when we did Star Search, which is like an American Idol. We lost by a quarter of a point, but got to meet when I was standing next to Ed McMahon. I'm thinking I'm standing next to Ed McMahon. You're correct, sir. The Johnny Carson thing. I mean, it is very cool. You're meeting a lot of different people, but that's one of the questions I was going to ask you as females. When you're approaching in the business that you're in, do you still feel any, how would you say, hard time because you are female in the business? Do they treat you any different? Because I know years ago.
No, I think.
Go ahead.
You know what? It's the respect. I've been doing this for years, and I have a lot of respect in this because I'm classy, and you just put the bands in their place. I kind of know what that. But you meet a lot of bands, you're backstage or downstairs, running around in their underwear, they're singing, they're getting on stage. And I've been, this is a business, and you're respected when you're classy. And that's what I teach my team too, that I've worked with. And it's about being a good person with it, and also being classy. The bands will make jokes. I'm like, no, thank you, goodbye. But I have a very good reputation being that. I just put my foot down. I'm like, this is business. And they've respected me more, and that's why I have a very good.
And not only, I'm not also talking about a personal level, but I'm just talking because you're a woman. They sometimes, and some bands might not just think of looking at the woman, but not thinking of looking at the actual business that they do. That's what I mean. It's got to be a little difficult, and I think, because you never know, especially in the business, because some people, like you said, there's so many different personalities out there. But you guys being in this business and you're around the rock and roll bars, nightclubs, you travel, it's got to be a little difficult when you date somebody in some way if they're not ready for that kind of lifestyle. Look, I'm on wife number 4. Okay, it took me a long time for someone to actually understand what I do. Is it get difficult sometimes, honey? I can't do this because I'm doing this. I gotta go here. I gotta go meet this. I gotta go here. I gotta go that. You miss a lot of stuff that's personal. Is that hard? Does that happen to you guys? Hello? You got-
Tracy, I let you talk.
Yeah. After took on my role with Susie, that was a thing. But again, you have to pick people that are confident in themselves and
To trust you, to trust. It's all about
yeah,
trust.
it's all about trust. And
Mhm.
now I start my 18th life again in the past week, so it's great.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and, people, and here's something that people don't get, and I get this question all the time. You're in the nightclubs, you're in bars, you're in casino, you're theaters, whatever the hell you're doing, blah 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 blah, and you're out there all the time. And people think the temptation is there in this type of business. Correct, it is. I got all that, but it could be in any other business too. I think there's more affairs or
Yeah.
anything sometimes in a 9 to 5 office. Because you think about this, you work with
Agreed.
these people. When you work someone in a 9 to 5 office, you work with them Monday through Friday, 8 days, so you know when you walk in, hey, how's your day? They know what's that piece of shit or that woman, whatever it is. Everybody knows your story.
Yeah.
You guys can go to lunch together. You can go out for a drink after work together. We're going out. So a lot of that's why it's very hard, and you definitely need a good frame of mind to get in this kind of business. I mean, would you recommend this business to a younger girl? Goes up to you guys, goes, Susie, Tracy, I'd love to do what you do. What kind of advice would you give them?
I would give them advice like I did, to be classy. This is a business. You go to work, you say hi to the bands, you do your job. You can't look at them as they're like, oh my God, they're a star. They're a
Yeah.
person like we are.
Yeah.
And to respect your body and yourself as a
Yeah.
woman. And I've taught my daughters that. And I have 4 kids. My daughters grew up, my one daughter's married and I have my first grandson. I'm so excited. But I've taught my girls and they thank me. Yeah, he's so cute, by the way. Thomas. But
He is. Oh my God, he's
sorry,
so
I do my
cute.
shout out.
No,
But I've
that's
taught
okay.
them and they thanked me, for thank you, Mom, for saying that, because all guys are going to tell you what you want to hear.
Yep.
And don't be like that. And I've been very classy about that. And like I said, I have a reputation. I would teach a girl to say the same thing. Respect who you
It's
are.
not an easy business to get into, whether you're in the musician part or even in the business that you guys are doing. It's not an easy job. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of people just see the guy out front or the girls out front going up, but they don't realize all the research and all the back and the phone calls and all the
Yeah.
crap that
It's a
you
lot.
guys.
Once you get to that show, it's like, oh, okay, now we could relax and have a cocktail and have fun,
so
right?
much. Yes.
But it's
And you know what? And even
3
at
months
the
of
show,
planning and
Yeah.
talking and contracts. It's a lot.
yeah, even at the show, you got to watch sometimes. Sometimes don't right. This doesn't.
Yeah.
So
A lot of work. People think that you just go and it's just, you go and have fun. It is hours of work. We're setting you have to advance the shows. You got to get the rides. You got to get all the bands are loading in. You have to do itinerary sheet. Who's this? 4 is this? They're on here. They're like going, Susie, we need this. You have to have runners, backstage hands. I mean, for our company, we do everything. So when anyone calls us, we do meet and greets, VIP, backstage. We do touring. We do. We set our
hospitality.
shows up too. We'll set our own show up with Cheap Trick. We'll put shows on. I'm just throwing them out just to say, but anything we do, everything. And
Yeah.
I love that I met Tracy because we were friends originally, and we just connect. And she loves what she does, and I love what I do.
I
So
do.
I'm very grateful to have her.
I do.
And you guys make a great team. And from what you guys are doing and from what I've seen, you guys make a great team, which is great. Susie and Tracy from
Thank you.
1126 performance organization company. This new place that you're thinking of opening, of course, when it's going to be opening, 1126. Any idea when that might be opening in the Downers Grove area?
We're hoping in the spring, and we're going to be open 7 days a week, and we're hoping it's this spring. And once again, it's tapas, crafted cocktail. Tony's going to be there. He's going to be there every month. Right, Tony? You come every month.
I'll be
See
there.
if you could window for us.
You know what?
If you can
It's
be
great.
there, are you busy?
It's great what you
And,
guys are doing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're very
So
excited.
excited. So
We're excited. And you're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Let's get a couple last minute sponsors here. Let's not forget our good buddies from Deutsch Power Center. That's right, Deutsch, servicing the construction and diesel industry in the last 100 years. That's Deutsch Power Center. Call my buddy Sal at 224-276-6550. Let's not forget, if you're looking for a good lawyer, how about Roy McCampbell, attorney at law? Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, a statewide law practice that is client focused and results driven. That is Roy McCampbell, 708-275-4264. Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Call Javier, ask him you want for the brand new Tony Ocean cigar that's available, hand rolled, sent right to your house. Don Esteban, 727-366-7536. Laura Ocean Solutions, my wife's company, increasing profits for reducing credit card fees. You'll never have to shop again with Laura Ocean Solutions. And last but not least, Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days out of Rosemont, Illinois. Anthony and Carmela, 773-999-7888. Buy local, shop local, support local. That's what it's all about in the Chicagoland area. And that's what makes things work. So we got Susie and Tracy from 1126. I've got a couple minutes left with you guys. I know ladies are busy. You've met a lot of different celebrities out there. Let's go with Tracy first. Anybody you met, Tracy, that like you were like overwhelmed when you met somebody? Like, wow. Anybody? Man or female?
Oh my God. No. Tell me you were going to ask me this. I would have had a good way.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So,
Chaz, you got so much
I mean, Chaz Palminteri, that's number one. Like, when you had him, this is years ago, but we were at Byron he did his show at, what is it called? Where you worked, Arcata, last October. And I was waiting for Susie to come out of the bathroom, and he comes up. Like, what do you say to this man? You know, like sensational. But even I do the I'm in charge of hospitality for our Oktoberfest in Downers, and we had Sebastian Bach 3 years ago.
Skid Row. Yeah, it used to be Skid Row.
Yeah. So that for me, like when he came back, but now I know, we've worked with a lot, I've worked with a lot of different national bands since then. And now I'm like, you're a real person. Hi, nice to meet you. What can I get? What do you need? What can I get you? Now I don't care anymore. But yeah, Sebastian, I don't know why, because I was in love with him as 13 years old.
Absolutely. How about, let's go on the other end. Susie, someone you met, besides, I know you talked about Kevin Costner, and you met talking about Chaz. Anybody else you met was like, wow, here I am working with this particular man or female in the business? Anybody?
I had a really special moment, or I shouldn't say moment, 2 days with Cheap Trick. Ron was awesome when before we had a big event for my brother and at the Arcata, and Cheap Trick was in for 2 days and worked with Cheap Trick that day, and I got to bring Steve downstairs, and Tommy, he's amazing, from Cheap Trick bassist, and I got to talk to him.
Tom Peterson, great guy. Yeah.
And just hanging with, and they were so amazing, and they hung out with my brother. They signed the guitar, and just that special time. They're truly great musicians and great guys. Personally, I am not starstruck at all, but just the love and the support I thought was amazing with Robin. All of them, every one of them. We just sat.
You know what? I've met Cheap Trick. We played with Cheap Trick a couple times. They came up on stage. Rick and Bunny. Now Bunny's not with them anymore. Of course, Zach is the Dax is Rick's son is playing drums now for Cheap Trick. But there's a band that came out of Rockford, still work their butt off, and they work wherever they can. It's not like they're just they're just down to earth, and they still work very hard. And that's why a lot of people in Chicago still love Cheap Trick. Paul McKee said it's about class and respect. We have all met people that were somehow disappointed in the ego attitudes, but most people I know in the music are simply the best. And you know what? Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes if it's all the ego part. I think sometimes you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes with that's just people in general.
Exactly.
It might just be a bad day. They just got off the phone fighting with somebody, and then they come into the room where you're at. And I know you have to be on, and you have to be, but come on, we've all been through that. I mean, that's just part of part of life. That just shows that we're human in what we're doing.
It's just a natural thing, and I think too, like Cheap Trick especially, and when we do our grand opening, I'd love to have them somehow part of what we're doing because they were part of Steve, and Steve loved them. And I got to tell you the story. I was at one of their shows they invited me to. And I was up in the balcony and they got seats for us. And they had this record album. The Steve had died right after this. And they had a record album they signed. And what are the odds? They threw it in the air. And I just went like this and it landed in my arms. And I was like, so there's a lot of. So I want them.
If you had never seen, if you've never seen Cheap Trick during the song Surrender, keep my Kiss records out. Or now they're saying throw my Trick records out, and they will throw out records, which is kind of cool. The great Cheap Trick. Felix was in. My good friend Felix was there last night. Another great singer in the Chicagoland area. Great seeing you, Felix, last night at Positanos. Folks, it is. I want to thank you, ladies, for being on the air in the show, and thank you for what you guys do in the Chicagoland area, keeping musicians working. Bringing in some local talent, bringing up the Matrix is going to be fantastic, and all the other places that you do book. Looking forward to 1126 new restaurant coming in hopefully in the spring in beautiful Downers Grove. And again, you guys have been great with us, and we really do appreciate it. Looking for our show March 10th at the Matrix coming up. Ocean's Rat Pack dinner show with my good friend Wendy Thompson. We'll be playing Marilyn Monroe, kicking off the show. And then, of course, you got to sit around for the Oscars. It's going to be the red carpet, and you're going to see.
Everybody's going to be a celebrity that night.
Everyone's a celebrity.
We're going to be in Hollywood.
Yeah,
March
absolutely.
10th, the Matrix. Yep. March 10th, the Matrix. Make sure you come out.
Yeah, we're all your bling. We're all
the bling. It's going to be good. But thank you, ladies, for watching. We got a couple minutes left. Stay on the show if you want. You know what? When we do our show, a lot of times, the Rat Pack show, if you watch the show, if you actually seen the real Rat Pack, or if you watch footage of the Rat Pack, they're on stage. There's they have a little bar that's behind them with a table and Jack, and all the booze is on there, and then of course they're drinking. Some of our shows, we do have the bottles up there. A lot of people ask if the booze is real. It all depends what the venue is, because we do go through a lot of it. And people are wondering, is it real booze? Well, some places let you have real booze, some people don't. And the cigarettes, now you're not allowed to smoke anymore, but we've got Actors cigarettes. It's called T-A-A-T. These are a regular cigarette, but when you light it, it is no tobacco. It is just like blowing air, but it looks like it's a cigarette. And these are what all the actors use in the movies, because some actors, you see them, they do timepieces, and they don't smoke. But they do that, and it's kind of interesting stuff with all the stuff that's behind the scenes stuff.
I always wondered what they were smoking.
Yeah,
well, some do, but some don't. And then you have to also remember, even if one of them is a smoker, the person that they're acting with, they may not like smoke. So you have to do this to keep everybody.
I just finished Boardwalk Empire. I think they must have went through 90,000 of those patents.
I love Boardwalk Empire. Steve Buscemi was birthday yesterday. Another great actor. He was also in The Sopranos. He played one of the cousins. That's a great whatchamacallit. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Gotta love the irony of this generation raised by making prank phone calls. We all did it when we were young. now only get terrorized daily by robocalls. Man, isn't that crazy? You guys get these calls every day. Someone's trying to
Every day.
sell you insurance. It's just nuts. It just gets crazy. I've got some stories here, and I'm going to say something. Here's something, you guys. We got about 4 minutes. So this is, you might be from Chicago. Okay. A couple of things. If you don't know you're from Chicago, or when you meet somebody, you can tell they're from Chicago. Here's a couple of things. Number one, you know what an alley is, because a lot of people don't know what an alley is. That's number one. You don't pronounce the S at the end of Illinois, and you become irate when people do. You live in Illinois? No, it's Illinois, not
It's
Illinois.
so true.
Absolutely. The living room is called the front room.
The front room. You get one word.
Yeah, right. Good point. You measure distance in minutes, especially from the city, and you swear everything is pretty much a half hour away.
Yep.
I love that.
Guilty.
Yeah, you have no problem spelling or pronouncing Des Plaines, right?
Right.
Des Plaines. Yeah.
Yes.
You understand that no person in Chicago can be a Cub fan and a White Sox fan at the same time. Okay, I can go with that.
Or in the same lifetime. No.
True.
It's kitty corner, not catty corner. It's kitty corner, yeah, not catty corner. You have
Yep.
drunk green beer on St. Patrick's Day. I think I tried it once. I'm not a beer
No.
drinker.
No.
Yeah, stores don't have snacks. Oh, stores don't have sacks; they have bags. You end your sentence with an unnecessary. Oh no, that's not that good. You carry jumper cables in your car. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there, but I think anyway. Thank you, Jimmy, for sending that in, and all the guys that you keep sending your story. I gotta came up with something. We were talking about music. Did you know that Billy Joel once roadied for Jimi Hendrix? Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, whoever thought? And I have to say something. I know I'm going to piss people off, but breaking news. If you watch now, you can watch our show on 5 different social media outlets. We're on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page. We're on the Mo Carraro Facebook page. We're on LinkedIn. We're on YouTube. We're on X, which is now used to be Twitter. And this came up. I'm a follower of X. I don't know. Some people don't like it. I love it because it's free speech.
Love it.
Very
Love it.
important. Here's something that just came out. Breaking news. I'd love you to get your opinion on it. We got 3 minutes left. Breaking news. It's sent in by Aka from. This is on Twitter.
Oh my God.
With 2.8 million responses and views. Michelle Obama registered to vote as a male in the Chicago Board of Election in 1994 until 2008.
You didn't know that?
We're talking about excuse me, former First Lady Michelle Obama. And according to this post here, and they show the actual registration. They show it, and they have male.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah. So, and you're going to get people, Tony, why you talk about that stuff? Well, you know me. It's got to be something that we got to talk about. And,
Well, you have to talk about it.
that Adam's apple, that is huge. That is a huge, and her hands, it's like, holy cow.
And the shoulders.
Yeah, and shoulder.
I don't.
You got to go to, if you follow X, who has balls? There you go, Rob, my good buddy. What's up? Yeah, Robert, there you go. If you look under AKA Face Shots, it was born on Twitter. You got to read the story yourself. It's interesting. They even show the application.
Yeah.
I don't know. And let me guys ask you something real fast before you guys go. March 2020, COVID-19. You find out that you can't leave the house. Restaurants can't do. You can't do your promoting. You can't do anything anymore. Let's start. You worried about you and your family. Start with Tracy first. Tracy, what was your thought when that hit?
Well, and it's funny. I was in New York the week before, and it was crazy there. Everybody was like darting around like cuckoo. My daughter goes, Mom, her girlfriend's, somebody worked for the government. We're going to shut down. I go, and I swear to God, I go, this is America. They can't do that. That won't happen. We can't shut down. that was it. My daughter's birthday is March 15th. We had a big party for her 18th. The next day, we all were laying on the couch for 2 years because I was in the spa industry at that time, and I couldn't work, I couldn't train, I couldn't do a facial, so I sat around for 2 years, and that's really what brought this whole thing, because I was done. I'm like, I'm just dispensable. Who cares, within this industry?
Yeah.
But also,
Susie, what about you? What did you feel when you first heard about it?
I just couldn't believe it. We were at my daughter's. It was the last day before shutdown. It was the actual night we had an engagement party in St. Charles.
Oh, you partied too the night?
That was my daughter's party. Everybody, they all flew in, and everybody were having a big party for my daughter and her fiance for their engagement party. And the world shut down the next day, and the music shut down. My phone was blowing up. What do we do? I was supposed to go on tour. We're supposed to go on tour for a 12-month tour, and then everything was canceled. So I became a leasing agent. I said, well, what are we going to do? I'm not going to sit here for 2 years. So I became one of the top leasing agents in Chicago here, and loved it, absolutely loved it, until the music got back up again. But it was sad.
It was scary. I mean, we were down for 2 weeks. I was down, but a lot of Italian restaurants did not close. It was interesting, and people still came out. It was a different, crazy world. And then you find out later in life with the shots, whether you had the shots, and you lost friends because you get.
Oh God!
I'd say to this day, this is the only shot that I'm taking. And
thank you. But I also think when it comes to the music, is after sitting home for 2 years, and a lot of people were too afraid to go out. In the last year, we've, like you see it, places are packed. People can't wait to get out and enjoy, because again, like we started the show, life is short, and we wasted 2 years sitting around. Well, I didn't, you didn't, you didn't, but a lot of people did, because they're so afraid. And some people are still afraid. And it's like, what are we afraid of?
They're still afraid. And you know what I tell everybody? It's up to them. They have to do what they believe in. And that's all you can do. And we can hope for the better. Ladies and gentlemen, coming down to the end of the hour, folks. Let's get real fast one more time. Ace Hardware, Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and Mesa, Arizona. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with Daryl Armenstadt. Tomorrow, sold-out show at the Pier 290 Oceans Wrap Pack. That show is sold out. And Sunday, we'll be at Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy for Sinatra Wrap Pack Sunday. We have my good friend Susie and Tracy from 1126. Good looking forward to your new place, new place in Downers Grove in the spring. Check out the Matrix. We'll be there in Naperville, Illinois, and all the other. Is there a website they can get a hold of you guys, or a number or something real fast?
Our website is up and coming right now. We're just going off of Susie Positano on Facebook. We have like thousands of bands that are messaging us. Just keep go on Messenger.
Yeah.
We're going to get back to you. We apologize, but our website and all our 1126, there's like another 1126 that's not on Facebook right now. So don't use it. Just go to Susie, Suzie Positano.
And then for the Matrix, matrixvenue.com.
Matrixvenue.com.
You got it.
But just so you know, up and coming for us, and Facebook, Instagram. But if you want bookings from us and everything, just be patient and go to our Messenger, and we will get back to you on the Susie Positano. Then you'll be hearing from our website soon.
That's beautiful, guys. So I want to thank you so much for being on, my good friend Susie.
Thank you. This was a blast.
Guys, a couple things. Buy local, shop local. Keep supporting local establishments and live entertainment. And most important, guys, as Ringo Starr would say, peace and love. We need it more now than ever in this crazy world. I want you guys to have an incredible weekend, everybody. God bless you all. Get out, support live entertainment. Go out, have some fun. Go to the Matrix over there in Naperville. Have some fun. Go anywhere and just enjoy life. Thank you so much, Susie and Tracy.
Tonight we have Ron Starr, Too Much Fun. Tomorrow we have the Hurricane Project
at the Matrix.
And so you guys got to get out there and just support local establishments and live entertainment. You guys have an incredible weekend. We'll be back on Monday, same time, same place. God bless you. Nick Sahajas, the piano man, is going to take us out. Goodbye, everybody. God bless you.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
God bless everybody. Bye-bye, ladies. Have a great weekend.